right, our next speaker is Jennifer Merritt Depew. She is a 5th generation Hillsborough native and a firearms instructor, another one of our intrepid Orange County residents. Jennifer, please come on up. There she is.
Hey everybody, I'm going to read as much as possible so that I don't go off script and start talking about fluffy kittens and puppies and things that don't make me nervous, okay? I've struggled for over a month since Ashley asked me to speak with what to say and why is it important that I speak and why does it matter what I think. I'm not an attorney, I'm not an activist, I'm not a politician. I'm just an ordinary citizen having a one-sided conversation with everybody today about what the Second Amendment means to me, why I'm an advocate. So I've carried a handgun since the 1990s. Didn't necessarily know what I was doing carrying it, and it became important to me to become proficient in my craft, if my craft is carrying a handgun. So I became a NRA basic pistol instructor, range safety officer, refused to be a victim, and a concealed carry instructor. Because it's important to me to arm yourself with as much knowledge as you have, or as much knowledge as you can get regarding your safety, okay? And that's why it means something to me. I grew up in the country where hearing gunshots wasn't a big deal. It's a part of the ambiance, right? It's not something we were worried about. The only time it became a concern, and the only time it's a concern to me now, because I live in the country now, is when it's really close. It's the only time it becomes anything other than ambient noise for me, right? So I was not taught that guns were something to fear. It was something to respect, and it's a tool. I'm the weapon, folks.
Yeah.
Gun's a tool. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything without my leave. It doesn't do anything on its own. In my hand, a gun is a tool and I am the weapon. When you use tools, thank you. When you use tools, whether it's a chainsaw or a gun, what have you, you better know what you're doing. You should know what you're doing. Be safe, be smart, be kind, right? I've used a chainsaw. They can be very dangerous. I've heard awful stories, right? But I'm proficient and I'm competent in the use of a handgun. That became important to me. If you don't train, it's my opinion, you shouldn't put a gun in a holster and you shouldn't carry it. I'm not here to convince anybody to exercise their Second Amendment rights. I think that you have your right not to. It's there if you want to use it. I choose to exercise my Second Amendment rights. I choose to carry when at all possible, when at all legally possible, because I love me. I want to live. I'm going to survive. It's important to my husband, to my family, that I fight with everything that I have, with every tool that I can put my hands on, and that I know how to wield those tools. And I do. In my lifetime, I've had to tap into my will to survive. And if you've had to do that, if you've had to tap into that thing deep within you that says, I'm coming out of this on the other side, on the living side, then you can't go back from it. So if you're going to carry, be smart, learn it, learn your craft. Be good. Be able to say, oh, I'm good with it. I'm very good. I'm a very good shot. I hit what I'm aiming at. Because you need to go home at the end of the day, safely. If someone means me harm, more than likely, a police officer's not going to be able to get there in time. It's my responsibility to see to my safety, to do everything that I can to make sure that I go home. And I'm going to do it. So I carry where I can carry. And I practice. I practice it in dresses. I practice in high heels. I practice from my knees and from the flat of my back. Because I'm going home. The Second Amendment gives me that right. God gives me the right to defend my life. The Second Amendment gives me the right to defend my life with deadly force, which I guarantee you, someone equal my size, a man equal my size, is going to overpower me. But he won't overpower my gun.
Amen.
I used to joke with my students that I carry a gun because a cop is too heavy. The truth is that I shouldn't have to carry a cop, right? I'm not going, oh, sir, please keep me safe. I'm responsible for my safety. I'm responsible for making wise choices about where I go. Second Amendment gives you the right to carry a gun in legal places and to go home to your loved ones. Thank you for letting me speak to you today.